and I've got Ter Stegen.
Okay.
What?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
You should- why we are calling-
You should be arrested.
I don't
You
know
should be
how-
arrested for
I
that.
got Ter
It wasn't
Stegen.
even. It wasn't
Where you
even
stole that from?
first goalkeeper
I got
for
Ter
Barcelona.
Stegen. After 14 months in the Abyss and training on his own, David De Gea has finally found a club to call his own. Why you guys laughing? Now they feel the
Continue,
word.
continue,
Now they
continue.
feel the
Give us-
wordings are
Give us more. Give us
Now
more.
they feel the wordings.
Don't stop, oh. Keep going.
Anyways, so in a recent twist, something that would not excite Manchester United fans, but would excite football neutrals like myself.
Where's the rhyme now?
Which rhyme?
Yeah.
I thought you were
Now
going to
Yeah,
now
done it
point
before.
will they do for you? So David De Gea is finally on his way to the Serie A, where he has spent a 1-year deal with Fiorentina, and this is something that football fans are excited about because many of us were pissed at the disrespect that one of the goalkeepers of the last decade got while he was in his latter years at Manchester United. Thoughts on David De Gea to Fiorentina? Are you excited for him?
Yeah, I'm happy to see him back. He sort of went out of the limelight all of a sudden because no one expected him not to have maybe like a 1-year extension with Manchester United.
I
Following
think
from
his
what
wages were
yeah,
stumbling block.
yeah, following what the manager Eric Ten Hag had said that they have him in plans, but then it did not materialize. And 1 year out of football, coming back is a good one, a good deal for Fiorentina. And I think they are also trying to play it safe for a goalkeeper that's not been very active. Let's just give him a 1-year trial and see how it could be if he does better an extension. But happy for him, happy to see him back and footballing side. Maybe we'll get to hear from himself and what really happened, because I'm sure that story is going to come up.
Of course, eventually it will come out, but this day situation brings us to a very important topic in today's football, or something that we football fans need to maybe think deeper about it. And it is about the role of goalkeepers in football and how underappreciated they are. Because when you think about someone that played 545 games for Manchester United in the span of about 12 years, when you think about how he was disrespected in that way, it begs the question of what do goalkeepers need to do to actually get respect. We remember Joe Hart while at Manchester City, how what he did for them, and all of a sudden a tactician who I would not mention his name came and deemed this guy surplus to requirements and said, "Oh, I don't think you're good with your feet. We are just going to take you out." So I'm going to put this question to you, Cerebral. What can goalkeepers do more to be appreciated, and why do we neglect goalkeepers in the grand scheme of things?
To be fair, I do not think that Joe Hart was disrespected.
No, he was getting.
Actually,
he was getting to his past his
even
prime.
the way that Pep had he said that Pep had like conversation with him, like, you know what I want, and all of that.
Not that level.
It's not like what they did with De Gea. De Gea's one was terrible.
Embarrassing.
I'm not De Gea's biggest fan. I've always had my Couture versus De Gea thing, but even I was annoyed.
Exactly.
Like, it's okay if you want him gone. Just tell him you want him gone and all of that. But you offered him a contract, then withdrew it, then fans started going after him, and it's just ugly. I think that goalkeepers cannot do much more than they already do to get respect. It's just football has decided to not respect them. Manuel Neuer is still very respected, right? But even then, in a year when, for instance, should have been maybe higher up in the Ballon d'Or thing, of course he was third. That was his ceiling. The best I've probably seen outside of like Yashin for the Ballon d'Or, it was Oliver Kahn in 2002, and Oliver Kahn was just exceptional. And the only reason why Kahn could get to be like best player at the World Cup was because Ballack missed the final, and Germany didn't really have any exceptional, players, and he stood out. So basically, for a goalkeeper to get shine, everybody else has to be like really bad, which is also why De Gea used to get a lot of praise because
Manchester United players
we're not good.
I mean, he won their player of the season for 3 years in succession.
And the only reason why I could do that was because the attackers were not shining. If you had a 40-goal player in the team, of course, and even it extends to defenders as well. The year that Van Dijk came second, in Ballon d'Or, The only reason why he could even be winning a Player of the Year and this was because that was in the year that Salah scored 40 goals. 17-18 when Salah scored 40 goals. If Van Dijk had the same season,
they will still put Salah over.
It will still have been Salah. Yeah, so goalkeepers basically rely on others being bad to be noticed. And one I always remember is Alisson from the same season. Alisson was he basically won all the goalkeeper awards for all the competitions: Copa America, Premier League, Champions League. So what else is left for a goalkeeper to do? For you to get a podium finish at the very least for Ballon d'Or. But everybody was like, he's a goalkeeper. Why only the game was not made for goalkeepers? So why even include them? You know?
You know that Ballon d'Or, we've always talked about it, how it's more about the story. And you don't really build a story.
There are lots of goalkeepers with brilliant stories.
Like Mamadashvili.
No, we're talking. You look at for every player that has won it. We always look around one story to guide through that player. Talk about that of Messi. People just look at how the World Cup went with it. Is it Ronaldo's own? You talk about the concrete.
Mamadashvili coming from Georgia.
Van Dijk, he did not even get to win it. But you look at those podiums. I'm saying goalkeepers. Let's say now we watch a game now, like a goalless game. No matter how interesting it was, maybe because we love football, we understand football, we might not complain. But an average fan will be like, nothing come out. Like at the end, why they no score? Why person no score? Because football is like it's built for the goals.
Nobody will say, "Oh, the goalkeeper was good."
Even if the goalkeeper was
good, but then again,
even if the goalkeeper was good, for the fact that there was no goal scored.
Yeah,
it's like there's when you are cooking and you do not
another
add salt.
thing I think that
it's like not having salt in that food.
I think that goalkeepers need to make television saves. Which was what De Gea was accused of anyway.
So they accused Ramsdale of being dramatic.
Personally, I think that goalkeepers should start making television saves if they want to get attention. That's what they said De Gea was doing. And I mean, I kind of see it. There are some kind of saves that really don't need to be so dramatic. But that's the only way you get noticed. That's the only way people will look and be like, hey.
Remember that save in the Euros that the Turkey goalkeeper did?
Yeah.
After these Euros, let's just remember how many people are talking about
it.
But what do we talk about? Yamal. It's as long as I'm not saying that goalkeepers should know, but it's just the way football is.
And I think it's worse for goalkeepers that make it look too easy. Like Courtois is tall.
Yeah,
right.
So when
it doesn't look elegant. He's actually short keepers that look extra.
How many teams want to get a short keeper?
They should come and sign me. I started as a goalkeeper, before my. I started as a goalkeeper.
What did you not do in football?
I used to keep for my
coach. Goalkeeper.
I used to keep for my street.
He scored 40 from left back.
My street when I was 4. We lost the final. But I was brave. I was brave. They used to shoot at my face and everything.
It's like we would not. You always remember a player that scores a goal.
Yeah.
The numbers would always tick. It's just like.
But don't you remember Mamadashvili?
I remember him.
All timer.
Not everyone that watched Georgia's game. But then, okay, let's talk.
Some that even watch the game, they just remember him as that Georgia keeper.
They don't even know. They will not. But if a striker scored, or maybe not a striker wants to just score, but most times strikers they will always give.
Just like how Kolomwani.
Yes.
He got elevated after that final.
That final, and you remember that even that goal he did not score is still a big dent.
Still a PS.
If you just mind
that
people that alone. Don't like when they leave that, they don't even care about his quality.
But people talk about Emi Martinez though for the save.
No, you know why Emi Martinez on is different? Martinez doesn't just save in normal game, even in penalties. So it gives you double.
It gives that drama.
So
basically, that's what you also need
you know, he used to. So the thing is,
try and get to the edge. That's why they even have to make that rule.
So that and the fact that he's even good as a penalty specialist, so it helps. But most goalkeepers, they are not. Some very good goalkeepers are not good as penalty specialists. So you just look at what they play. I just feel bad for them. That's why I don't know if you saw one video where Ronaldo's son told him that he wanted to be a goalkeeper.
Don't try.
It's to show you if an active player understands it. It's.
But I think it at the end of the day, it still comes down to what you do as a goalkeeper that is easily memorable or something.
But what have they not done? What have they not done since 1963?
Nwabali.
Last.
Nwabali.
After AFCON.
Easily memorable.
During the AFCON.
Nwabali's
hype was so high.
It was high.
How many people are still following him like normal Nigerians?
No,
even
it's because it's in South Africa.
South Africa. But even Enyama, we appreciated Enyama so much because, well, first of all, our team was not good.
No, it's not as popular.
No,
if it was in Europe, I promise you, we will have eyes on him.
I'm just saying that if you look at it now, like, okay, let's talk. I think we're even going too far. Let's remember our the Francis Uzoho. Yeah. Remember that game, Omonia against United,
where Ronaldo went to shake him.
Hey, this is that one game, but it's not something that you always.
And you can't be making 9 saves every match.
Yeah, so
you can't be doing penalty shootouts every.
And I think another disadvantage. for goalkeepers is that you can have a good game and one goal ruins everything. See Chiamaka Onadozie against Spain. She was spectacular. She was on course to win. She was on course to win the man of the match, woman of the match.
That's why I stopped being a goalkeeper actually.
And just that one moment where she lost concentration
and then the game against Japan just made her look like she wasn't good at all.
I think Casillas talked about it one time that as a goalkeeper, your job is very thankless. You can't do everything right. It takes one moment. Meanwhile, for a striker, you can do everything wrong. And it takes one moment, and that's what they remember.
Alan will have only 6 touches of a game,
but we'll make it count
twice. But on a final note here, since we're talking about goalkeepers, let's give our own ranking of your top 5 goalkeepers from the last decade, from 2010 till now, basically, from 2010s till now.
In order.
In any, just call your top 5. It doesn't need to be in order. Just call your top 5.
That's pretty easy.
Okay, let's hear it.
Let me hear it.
You say your own. Say your own.
Ladies first.
Oh God, there's no ladies first. Say your own.
Okay, sorry.
Say your own.
Okay. Thibaut Courtois will obviously be there.
Okay.
Alisson will obviously be there.
Okay.
Manuel Neuer.
Yep.
Gigi Buffon. I feel like I'm forgetting keepers. But that's what we're even talking about. It's very hard. You want me to say De Gea? I'm not saying De Gea.
No,
there's a Black. There's Czech.
No, Czech was already gone by then. Oblak definitely. Because Oblak was in some very, very insane form for like 4, 5, 6 years.
Yep.
Those are my top 5,
That's
strong shout. I think. Yeah, so what's yours?
Yeah, I think it's quite the same.
Don't copy me, please. I told you to go first. I told you to go first.
Oh, wow.
Now you want to copy me.
No, it just like the only person I would like to add there. I think no matter how that's what Peter Cech was, I'll still put him in my list.
That wasn't his prime.
No, that wasn't his prime. But he said 10 years passed, and he was still
active.
From 2010, he was still active.
When did he join us now?
That was in 2015. 15, and he was there. So I have Buffon, I have Thibaut Courtois, I have
no, it was 2015. Yeah, after he sat on the bench one season with
Alisson Becker, and not Black for Atletico Madrid. Then and he was with them.
Okay, wait, I didn't get your list again. Can you come again?
The viewers
Black. Wait now. So who did you leave out?
Buffon? I put Buffon, but I did not use your. I added this person. What was his name? Peter Cech.
You added and removed who?
Peter Cech. You have Buffon. You have Jan Oblak. You have Thibaut Courtois. And then Alisson. It's 5 now.
So what did you remove from my list?
I see you have Madagascar in that your list.
Mine is very simple.
Mama is for the next decade.
Mine is very simple. I've got Buffon.
Yeah.
I've got Alisson. I've got Oblak.
Yeah.
I've got Courtois. And I've got Ter Stegen.
Okay.
What?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
You should be arrested. You should be arrested for that. It wasn't even first goalkeeper for Barcelona.
I got Ter Stegen in there.
Why?
He's very.
But it was not bench.
He's very underappreciated.
Why is his choice?
He's very underappreciated. We'll talk about.
Don't let Barcelona fans catch you.
We'll talk about it someday.
They see you outside.
We'll talk about it someday. But anyway,
I mean, your list.
Speaking about appreciation, we want you, our viewers, to appreciate this video by giving us a like, subscribe, and also share this video out there with your friends, and most importantly, join us in the conversations below. What do goalkeepers need to do to be respected more in football, and can a goalkeeper ever win the Ballon d'Or? Maybe tell us in the comment section about what you think. Until we come your way next time from Betting Expert Nigeria, have a great one.
One goalkeeper will win very soon.
Which goalkeeper? One Bali.
Mamada is really now.
One Bali.
Mamada is going to Liverpool now.